Have you read a book in the past that there's a movie for and watched like either the movie or a trailer for the movie so that you know how the characters should sound while you're reading it?
Nothing I can think of,
Yeah, me
but I'm
neither.
sure you'll tell me.
Yeah, me neither.
What is it?
Well, I did that for the long walk.
Oh, okay.
I was like just to like get an idea of how the characters are interpreted.
Yeah. I guess that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But okay, but also like do you read a Spider-Man comic and hear like Tobey Maguire's voice?
You know what? I do. I don't hear Toby's voice.
Who?
I hear.
Andrew Garfield.
No. I hear the voice actor.
For the animated series.
Yes.
Yeah, me too, actually.
Same thing for Batman.
Yeah.
I hear Kevin Conroy or Mark Hamill doing the Joker, you know? It's typically those cartoon voices, the ones that like I grew up on. So I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, that's Superman, you know? Yeah, that's Wonder Woman. Yep, that's Wolverine, you know? Actually, for Wolverine, I don't think of the X-Men, the animated series. I think of Steve Bloom
Oh.
because he does Wolverine's voice a lot.
And what?
In some cartoons, video games, like every time Wolverine has to show up,
Okay.
they usually get Steve Bloom. I think in X-Men, the anime.
There's an anime?
Yep.
Is it good?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't watch
Japanese?
anime. Yeah, but I think there's a dub.
Okay.
And I think Steve Bloom does the voice for it.
I had no idea there was an X-Men anime.
Yeah,
I bet Jason's all over that.
Dude, he probably is.
Yeah.
They make an anime for fucking everything nowadays.
Huh.
Mm.
Is that true?
I suppose. I don't know. I don't often watch anime. I never got too into it.
No, me neither. I
Like-
watched like Death Note.
Yeah, I've seen all the ones everybody else in the world has seen.
Yeah.
Death Note. I've seen a little Attack on Titan.
Yeah, me too.
Cowboy Bebop
Yeah.
is probably my favorite
I love
one.
Cowboy Bebop.
It's great.
Yeah.
And that's it. I've seen enough. Like I hear One Piece is either really
I've actually
good
watched
or
a lot
bad.
of One Piece.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much? Like 48 seasons worth?
Like
or
a
like
lot.
Yeah. See,
Yeah.
I'm just bad. We were talking about like Supernatural. I made it to season 2 of Supernatural, by the way.
Are you still watching it?
It's been a couple days. I'm bad with shows that are really long like that.
Yeah.
It's not that I'm not invested. I have things to do and I can't just like, you know.
That's a good point because I watched One Piece when I had nothing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also think it's like if you're living with other people or like your girlfriend or whatever, because like if I want to watch Supernatural but she wants to watch Big Bang Theory,
Do you watch Big Bang Theory?
she loves Big Bang Theory.
Do you like it?
I like it. Yeah, they're nerds. They say stuff and I'm like, that checks out. That's whoever wrote this fucking show is a nerd.
Really?
Yeah. Like
I don't think I've ever sat down and watched a whole episode.
it's, you know, I feel like every sitcom like that is just trying to reach Seinfeld levels of like good,
Yeah.
but they're fine. You know what I have been watching?
What?
George Lopez, the TV
Really?
show.
I've never watched it.
Oh, it's funny, dude.
Is it?
I mean, I grew up with it. Like when you wake up at like 3 a.m. and you turn on Nickelodeon and it's George Lopez.
Yeah.
I would always watch it back then. So now as an adult, I'm rewatching it and I get the jokes, you know, it's a really funny show.
I forgot about Nick at Night.
Dude, Nick at Night was a fucking, ooh,
Yeah.
what a time to be alive.
Isn't that what Adult Swim is as well?
Yeah.
It was like, was that
just
Cartoon Network?
Yeah, just
Yeah.
nighttime adult cartoons, you know? That's like exactly what it was. But Cartoon Network was more bold with it. Like Robot Chicken is not George Lopez, or George Lopez is not Robot Chicken,
Yeah.
you know?
Right, yeah.
Robot Chicken is like insane. And George Lopez is just people. Like
Yeah.
it's no more insane than Seinfeld or like any sitcom like that.
Did you ever watch like King of Queens?
Yes.
Mm.
Everybody loves Raymond. Everybody hates Chris. Home Improvement. I've seen them all.
Malcolm in the Middle.
I
Let's just
love
keep
Malcolm in
listing.
the
Let's just
Middle.
keep.
The Middle.
I never watched that.
Oh, it's good.
Is that who's in that?
Nobody.
No, okay.
Yeah,
Never mind
nobody
then.
you'd really know. The wife from King of Queens, or no. The wife in Everybody Loves Raymond is the main.
The wife. Okay.
Yeah, Carrie. No, I don't remember. Carrie.
Oh, but you know Raymond's name.
Is in the title.
You're such a chauvinist.
Okay, wait. Carrie is the wife in King of Queens. I don't remember
I haven't watched
the wife's name in Everybody
enough.
Loves Raymond.
Yeah, I've seen maybe one episode of Everybody Loves Raymond.
You ever see the? Oh well, if you've never.
What? No,
there was a
sorry.
crossover.
Oh, between what?
King of Queens and Everybody Loves Raymond.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't know they were in the same universe.
I guess so. It's pretty cool.
With Earth, yeah, just like the regular universe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're in that universe too.
Did you ever get into like Whose Line? Whose Line Is It Anyways?
No.
Oh,
What is that?
it's an improv show.
Oh.
You never watched it?
No.
Oh, it's really good.
Hmm.
I used to love it. I used to watch it with my mom.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never heard of that.
Really?
Is
Oh,
it-
you should watch it.
Is it on something?
I don't know. Probably not.
Oh. Does your mom have an old VHS of it?
Yeah, she's got the box set.
Nice.
Yeah.
Dude, those box sets. I used to have a couple like DVD box sets and stuff. What a better time. Do you think
Really?
it was a better time?
I don't know.
You're not a physical media
No, I definitely am. It's like
kids these days.
well, it was a better time because like there is something to having an actual physical copy about that. I think about that with video games a lot because like all the video games I have now are digital copies.
Yes.
But I used to have like the artwork for a case that the CD, the disc
the
came
little
in.
handbook. Or
Yeah,
guide
yeah.
Or whatever.
There, I feel like there was maybe more intention and thought put into
I think so too.
these things.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like the only reason that they made these extra things was to get more people to buy them.
yes.
So it's like, I don't know.
Hmm. I don't know. I used to love collecting like Blu-rays or DVDs or CDs.
Yeah.
Man, I used to have a lot of CDs.
Yeah, me too.
High school.
I used to make CDs.
Yeah, Jason, his dad used to make me CDs.
Yeah, my dad used to make me CDs.
No way.
Yeah.
I'd be like, Jason's dad, can you make me the new Simple Plan album? Just burn it for me. Or he'd do like movies. You know, he'd burn anything on a
Really?
CD.
You'd put
Yeah.
movies on them?
Yeah.
Is that piracy?
Yeah.
Oh. That's probably piracy with music too.
Yeah, whatever.
I don't know. If you own the MP3, it's like you might as well.
I don't know where he got them. Probably some dark and shady internet website.
LimeWire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm,
You ever pirate movies anymore?
no, I mean, you wouldn't steal a car.
Right. Yeah. No, you're so right.
Yeah. You know, there's
I
probably
wouldn't.
gonna be like a 10-year-old kid who's gonna watch this one day and be like, "What the fuck? Are they? You wouldn't steal a car?
Yeah.
What does that have to do with anything?"
Well, do you want to talk about that? How there used to be the most terrifying commercial. Were you ever scared of it? I was freaked the fuck out every
Yeah.
time I saw it.
Because in my head I was like, I wouldn't steal a
wouldn't.
car.
No, I wouldn't.
Nor
Don't
would I
take-
do this.
Don't take me to jail. I just.
Do you know that one with the two kids in high school and they're like whispering to each other and they're like really close to each other. One's whispering in the other one's ear. You don't know what they're saying, but one of them pulls a pack of cigarettes out his pocket and the
And it's
commercial is like,
is it gay?
Are they gay?
Are they gay?
Yeah. Are they smoking or are they gay?
I saw that in an Instagram reel, but I never saw it in actuality.
Yeah. Commercials back then, they tried to scare you out of stuff.
You're
know?
scared by being gay?
I mean, that was like because like AIDS, you know, there's like a thing
Yes. Yeah.
back then. Not that,
Right, AIDS aren't real anymore.
no,
Yeah.
of course not.
It used to be.
Yeah, like as a kid, it's like I don't know what being gay is. I don't
Yeah.
even. We're SpongeBob. But now
Yeah.
I'm like, if I was the age I am now, watching that, I'd be like, man, they're really trying to get you to not be gay or like or not
Right.
smoke.
Yeah,
because
but
they're equally as bad.
right. They're comparing like having a loving partner that happens to be the same sex
Yeah.
as lung cancer.
Yeah. Or digital piracy to felony.
Right.
like
yeah. To murder.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just wanted to watch The Iron Giant.
At least Blockbuster was kind. Be
Yeah.
kind, please rewind.
Yeah.
You know, they didn't threaten you.
No,
Like,
they.
if you don't rewind it, you're gay. You know, like they let you live your life without
Yeah.
fear. It's
Right.
good.
If you don't return this on time, you love men. So. Yeah.
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 Good time.
I haven't pirated any movies in a while. I used to though. During like COVID, I would pirate a lot of movies.
Is there a statute? Is there a limit of? Is there a statute of limitations on piracy?
I have no idea.
Will they get you,
I hope so. I deserve to serve the time.
dude? When this video airs, you're done.
Isn't it? I think it's more illegal to put them out than it is to
like
actually
sell them.
Yeah.
Like if you burn CD and then you sell it on the street.
right, because you're not
corner.
going to go after the person who bought it from the guy on the street corner.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I used to like I used to like find websites, but there was always crazy ads that would pop up that are impossible to skip.
Yeah.
Yeah, and at a certain point I was like just watch what I have.
Early internet. Did you have? Well, I'm more than certain that you had it because I feel like every person our age had it in their house, like a computer room or a room with one shitty old computer.
Yes, yeah.
You know, or like modern computer for like the time or whatever.
No, it was pretty shitty.
Yeah, mine was pretty shitty too.
Yeah.
It was down here actually. You know, and I remember I would past my bedtime. I would come down to the old computer in the basement and I would put on like giant headphones and listen to like Green Day music videos.
Really?
Yes.
That's adorable. That's so cute.
I know. Just like Green Day or Sum 41.
Yeah. Yeah.
I remember in the Fantastic Four movie, they play a couple Sum 41 songs. Not one, but like a couple.
Yeah.
Or like two.
Two is a couple.
Two is a couple. Yeah. Or Daredevil, they play Evanescence.
Yeah.
Like I want to say Evanescence just did the soundtrack for Daredevil.
I really miss the time of movies where they would have songs in it that just don't fit.
Yeah.
Don't you miss it?
What do you mean? When Elektra's tearing up those sandbags.
You're right. It
Yeah.
hits you in the heartstrings.
Yeah.
You feel like one of those sandbags.
You do.
Well, welcome to the Off the Shelf podcast. My name is Josh.
I'm Vinny.
And this is the book club podcast where we take books off of any shelf and talk about them. And today we're talking about authentic X-Men, aesthetic X-Men, astonishing X-Men.
Astonishing X-Men.
Hell yeah.
Which is from the time period we were just talking about.
By Joss Whedon?
By Joss Whedon and John Cassidy. This is a book I really have been wanting to talk about for a very long time. And, you know, this book comes from, you know, the early 2000s. I want like 2004 or 2005, that era. And not saying that it's a very prevalent theme. Nobody's wearing exceptionally baggy shorts or like a Blink-182 t-shirt.
They have like blackberries.
I want to say there's no mention of any cell phone or anything of the sort. This comes at a very interesting time in Marvel history and X-Men history or continuity. Previously, Grant Morrison. I feel like we can't do a fucking episode without talking about Grant Morrison.
Yeah. Every time.
Every time. Grant Morrison previously took over X-Men. And they started writing New X-Men. New X-Men was a very different type of X-Men series where in the 90s the X-Men was a sprawling, bombastic team of Gambit and Psylocke and the Beast and Nightcrawler and Colossus and all these wacky characters, and Grant Morrison's like, I don't want to do any of that. Keep Cyclops, keep Wolverine, Emma Frost. We'll have her on the team. It's like, but she's a villain. I don't care. I'm Grant Morrison. Fucking let's do it. And they wrote a really great X-Men series. I really enjoy New X-Men. It's really weird.
Weird in like a Doom Patrol kind of way?
Yes.
Okay.
Where like Grant really focuses on creating really weird mutants. Like Beak, who is a little boy with the face of a horrible chicken or
He's
something.
in the movies. Yeah.
Or like Angel, who is a girl with wings who lays eggs because she was impregnated by Beak. Ew. It's really gross. Or like Ugly Johnny or Johnny Three Face. I don't remember what his name is.
Ugly Johnny.
He's this guy with 3 faces on his face, on his head.
And they called him ugly?
Yeah. Or Ugly John. I don't remember what his name is. It's not important. What is important is Grant Morrison did a lot of things. Not only creating wacky characters like that and kind of simplifying the X-Men team to where instead of the X-Men was so big, there needed to be multiple teams. There was X-Men Blue and X-Men Gold, and then there was X-Force and X-Factor, and
Not like they weren't doing that with the Avengers too.
yeah,
though.
every team had
And the Justice League.
every team had multiple offshoots. But Grant Morrison was like, I'm going to do new X-Men. And it's going to be Cyclops, Jean Grey, Wolverine, the Beast, and Emma Frost. That's the X-Men team. No more colorful costumes. Get them the fuck out of here. Wolverine's wearing a leather jacket that exposes his hairy man chest. No mask. No none
shirt.
of that. No shirt.
Okay.
And they're all going to be wearing very similar biker-looking leather costumes, like in the movies, the original movies, because at the same time, the movie was coming out. So I guess they wanted some kind of synergy between both comics and movie.
Yeah.
And even in that movie, the first one, Wolverine is like, oh, do we really have to wear these? And Cyclops is like, oh, what? You wanted yellow spandex? You know? So at the time, it was very big to hate on silly comic book outfits in, I guess, every media, every form of media. And in that storyline, New X-Men, Grant Morrison obliterates Genosha, which is a mutant safe haven island. Like 15 million mutants die. And Magneto ends up infiltrating the X Mansion as his character named Zorn, and then Wolverine kills Magneto, and it's like, it's a soap opera. You know, it's always been a soap opera. But after Grant Morrison leaves the series, Joss Whedon comes in. And you were shocked to see Joss Whedon's name on this.
Yeah.
And it's so peculiar because I can't think of a single other Marvel thing that he wrote. Now, he did the Avengers.
Right,
Of course. He did Avengers 1 and 2 and Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Yes.
And were you a Buffy the Vampire Slayer? No.
No, but I know his name from it.
Yeah, I liked Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Mm-hmm.
It was really corny and really bad. But there's some it has its charm. I enjoyed it for what it was.
Would you put it in line with like Supernatural?
Supernatural is definitely a better quality show.
Really? Okay.
I think so. But it's that same kind of idea.
Yeah.
You know, it has a similar feel. But Joss Whedon, he also did the reshoots for the Justice League film. You know, he made the worst Justice League movie ever. But for some reason, I guess he had a passion for the X-Men. I don't know where it came from, and I don't know where it went.
Didn't work on the X-Men movies at all, though.
I don't think so.
Okay.
No. But for when this book was coming out, it was, I want to say it was monthly, and then as it kind of kept going, it got heavily delayed. not that that's really important, because having it all, like being able to read it all in one sitting or with trade paperbacks or whatever, it reads flawlessly. It is such a great reintroduction to the X-Men, or just a great introduction to the X-Men.
Sure. Okay.
This is, in my opinion, it is a perfect X-Men for a modern age, because you have the Grant Morrison X-Men team. You have Cyclops and Emma Frost. Jean Grey is dead. She died.
In this? Or in Grant
Morrison
Okay.
murdered Jean Grey.
Yeah.
Well, no. Grant Morrison had Wolverine kill. Grant Morrison put a hit out on Jean Grey, and Wolverine, did what he does best.
Yeah. Did his little knife thing.
Yes. So this is at a very specific time for the X-Men.
Well, it wasn't Wolverine in love with Jean Grey?
Yeah.
Oh.
He killed her to save the world. She was becoming the Phoenix again.
Yeah, okay.
Nonsense. Not important. What is important is that Cyclops and Jean were married. During Grant Morrison's run, Emma Frost started catching feelings for Cyclops and hates Jean Grey. She used her mind powers, because she's a telepath, to make Cyclops believe that he was having sex with Jean Grey, but it was really Emma Frost.
Yeah.
They would bang in his mind or whatever, but I guess he would ejaculate IRL. I don't know. They don't really go into it, but what you see is Scott and seemingly Jean, but is really Emma, in bed, while real Jean enters and catches them together.
Yeah.
So they mind bang and then they
he's
real bang.
Oh, I thought it was you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he did. But so Emma, I hate Emma Frost. She is such a shit stirrer. She loves the drama, and she's constantly causing pain for everybody involved. Even though in this series, this kind of makes me like her a little more. I think Joss Whedon does a really good job with a lot of female characters. Not just in Buffy the Vampire Slayer, of course, but in this. The main character of this series is Kitty Pryde. Do you know who that is?
You've talked about her in the past. Yeah.
Yes. Kitty Pryde is Shadowcat. She walks through walls. And she used to date Colossus. Colossus is dead. Currently, he died. His sister got mutant AIDS, and he sacrificed himself and cured AIDS.
Okay.
It's called the Legacy virus. He died.
Oh, the legacy virus is what Cable has.
No.
Oh,
he has
shit.
the techno virus.
Right. Yes. Yeah.
See, the X-Men has always been confusing, but this, it keeps elements of it, but it tries to simplify it. Like I said, it gets rid of the techno virus. It gets rid of all that. And it's just, these characters, they're more mature. They're more adult. They're in charge of a school of children. And you will see, not as, Grant Morrison created a lot of his grotesque little mutant children. They're not in this.
Okay.
This is a new class of students.
So there's no ugly children?
No, there's certainly ugly children, but that might just be genetics and not mutant genetics. But and some of them are really interesting. For me, they introduce a character named Armor. Her real name is Hizako. She's Japanese. I don't remember her full name, but she's able to create this suit of armor around her that protects her and others, and she's cool. I think she is one of my personal favorite newer mutants introduced in X-Men history, and she shows up a little later in this series and helps out with the team. But the big idea here is Joss Whedon wants the X-Men to get back to being superheroes. So no more leather outfits. They are, Wolverine's jumping back into his yellow and blue costume. And Grant Morrison really had them be more of they seem more like a special ops stealth unit. And here they're full on superheroes. like typically they used to just handle mutant problems, but in this there's some alien character named Ord is attacking some sort. There he is. That's Ord. He's attacking some sort of cocktail gala, and the X-Men, they hear about it and they're like, it's not a mutant problem, but we're fucking superheroes. Let's go save some lives. So they go there, they fight Ord. And Ord is this really interesting character because he's introduced in this story, but he has like this energy about him. He just has aura. No. But he has like this hatred for mutants. And you don't learn it immediately, but through the story, you learn that he comes from this planet named Breakworld, and there's like a prophecy that a mutant will destroy Breakworld.
I like how in Marvel, when there's like a foreign planet, it's always like something world.
Yeah. Battle World.
Yeah.
Break World. Yeah. And so there's this prophecy that a mutant, specifically one of the X-Men, will destroy Breakworld. So because of that, Ord hates all mutants, and he ends up working alongside this human woman who helps create a cure for the mutant disease, as they call it.
As the normies call it.
As the normies call it,
yeah.
The mutant disease. Horrible. I feel like things have gotten a little better for mutant kind at this point.
Like they're not hated by everyone.
They're not as hated, especially now because they're like jumping in and like helping more people than just mutants.
Yeah.
You know? But there's always that little edge of racism and bigotry towards the X-Men. But through this series, it focuses on Kitty Pryde, right? Kitty Pryde, when she was first introduced, she was the ride-along character. You know, she's the character that a young adolescent could attach themselves to and experience the wonderful, wacky world of the X-Men. And through history, you know, she gets with Colossus, and eventually she leaves the X-Men. This is her return. And when she first showed up in the 80s, or in the 70s actually, she was 13 years old. And here she's like almost 30.
Okay.
You know, so she is matured, she's grown up, and she is much more of a lead. She perfectly proves that she is more than just a silly newer mutant. She is a leader and her own hero, you know. And I really like Kitty Pryde. She's probably my favorite woman X-Men, maybe. Like, I really like Jean Grey. I really like Storm. I really like all of them. But Psylocke, I really like Psylocke.
Is Storm in this one?
Barely. She shows up much later. But the team is very small. They keep it very small.
What is it that you like about Kitty Pryde?
I think just the idea that you get to see her grow and change, and seeing her as a kid and now as an adult who, you know, has a history with all these people. And she has a history with Emma Frost also, where she used to hate Emma Frost. Emma Frost was a villain back in the day. You know, when Kitty Pryde was first introduced, I think Emma Frost was also introduced in the same issue. And Emma Frost was a part of the Hellfire Club, which were obsessed with like kidnapping Jean Grey and all the Phoenix nonsense. And now Emma Frost is working alongside the X-Men. She's with the X-Men. She's banging Cyclops. By the way, her and Cyclops, Jean is dead, and they're immediately in bed together.
Okay.
And it's funny because early in the story, when Kitty returns, she returns to the mansion, and perfect timing for orientation for the new class of students coming in. Immediately, it's so funny because so there's this new class of students, and they're all excited. Emma Frost hosts the orientation. They get all the kids in the danger room. You see Emma and the Beast, and she's giving a big old speech, and she uses her telepathy powers to find out who in the room is ready for action? Who's excited? So
I see.
she
Yeah.
starts like since they're in the danger room, she starts a hologram of a sentinel like breaking in. So
That seems like kind of a big thing to start on.
it really is. But she uses that as like, which of these kids are ready to fight and which of these kids are scared,
Yeah.
And that's just like a sneaky thing that Emma, she does things like that constantly throughout the series. I think when you meet Wolverine in this book, it's right here where so you see Emma and Scott in bed together, right? And they wake up and Wolverine's at the edge of their bed and he's like, "So Scott, which step of grieving is this?" And then they immediately fight. And all the kids are like, "Oh my God, this school is awesome. The teachers just fight each other all day."
Are his lasers in this, are they like very strong, or because I know they kind of vary in degree comic to comic.
They're very inconsistent.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes they're typically like impact. Like
Yeah.
they're just hella strong. But I remember this was like such a huge image at the time. I would go into stores and there would be like X-Men, I don't know, X-Men packaging for like action figures, but also like candy.
And it would
or,
have
like,
that
things,
image on
and it would
it.
have like the designs of the characters from this. Like these were the character designs that I always remember. Like the Wolverine's costume's always pretty much the same.
Yeah.
But Cyclops has a very specific like condom head suit. Like it just comes around his whole head.
Yeah.
I don't love it.
It's very form fitting.
He looks like RoboCop. I don't love. I prefer when his hair is showing.
He looks like the Maker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He looks weird. I don't love it. But the for the first chapter in this series, you have the team come together. You have Kitty. She doesn't trust Emma, but she's happy to be back in the mansion. She always had like this relationship with Wolverine, not a creepy sexual relationship, but just in a friendly, maybe fatherly relationship with him.
Mm-hmm.
And you have this mutant cure that's around, and like in X-Men 3 where there's a mutant cure, there's people that line up outside. I'm pretty sure the character in this is this Indian doctor woman. I don't remember her name, but I think she's in the movie in X-Men 3.
As someone who made the cure.
Yes, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And I think the cure comes from either Ord. I think his blood is able to cure the mutant. I don't know. But so she's involved, and the Beast knows her. They were like colleagues together. Perhaps there was a little relationship between them at one point. But you get this feeling that the Beast kind of wants to take the cure because he's a furry man.
But he loves being a furry man.
I know, but he wants to have sex, I guess.
He can't?
I mean, he can.
Does he have like a weird dog penis?
I don't know. I've never seen it. So he might, but I think it's more like not a lot of women want to fuck him.
Sure.
Because he looks like a wildebeest.
Yeah.
I don't know what a wildebeest looks like. I'm certain they're not
Definitely
blue.
not that. But so is there like a debate among the characters of whether or not one should take the cure?
Yeah. I mean, I think Wolverine and Beast, because they have, all the characters have such a long history together, but Wolverine and Beast are both like primal animalistic men, so they have like a heart-to-heart with each other where Wolverine doesn't want him to take the cure. He doesn't need the cure. He's perfect the way he is. He's beautiful. Beast doesn't take it, because Beast sells comics, I guess. And he was human once. It didn't sell as good as when he was blue. But so you have a lot of great.
They had him as a human?
Well, originally.
Oh.
Before he became blue and furry in like the 60s, he was just a guy.
Really?
with big feet.
Called Beast?
Yeah.
Oh, he just had big feet?
And hands.
Okay.
He's just a large man.
All right, yeah.
And then he was like, I don't want this power anymore. And then I guess he did heroin. No, he did like some mutant cure.
Mutant heroin.
Mutant heroin.
Yeah.
And fucking turned him blue and fuzzy.
Really?
I don't get it, but he got it.
So that wasn't just his, like, born mutation. I didn't know that. Okay.
No. See, some mutants are born like blue, like Nightcrawler. You know?
So would taking the cure would that just like make his hands and feet smaller?
Well, he'd not be blue and furry.
Well, but if that wasn't from like his genetic mutation originally.
Maybe. Because I guess I think the serum amplified what his mutation would be.
Sure.
Like Grant Morrison also introduces this idea of secondary mutations, where like Emma Frost, right? She is a telepath, but Grant Morrison came up with the idea of her being able to turn into diamonds.
Yeah.
And that was her secondary mutation, where some characters have a secondary mutation. Wolverine has like 8 different fucking superpowers, but you know, some characters can have 2. Unless you're Cyclops, you just get lasers, and if you're Beast, you're just furry.
Well, wasn't Beast's second mutation being blue, kind of?
I guess so, yeah.
Cyclops never gets anything, huh?
No, he's just a fucking guy.
Yeah.
But I will say this Cyclops, when Cyclops is at his best, is when he's written to be a great leader. And not just like a dick. You know?
Yeah.
Like in the movies, he's such a pushover, like a loser. You know, he doesn't do anything in those movies. Except die. He does nothing.
Yeah.
And then he dies in the 3rd movie. You don't even see him die. They cut away. It's horrible. Because I also like that actor for Cyclops. And I think he would have done a really great version of the character if they gave him more material for him to actually be a great leader.
Yeah.
Like X-Men 97, the cartoon that recently came out. They do such a good job with Cyclops because he's not just a pompous asshole who's like, he's not just a jock. You know, it's not just like, oh, I'm really good at what I do and you're going to listen to me because I'm the one in charge because Charles Xavier likes me the most. No, he's like a pretty level-headed guy and he cares about everybody, but he's also a good strategist. Also, Charles Xavier is not around currently.
Oh, yeah. What is up with that? Where is he?
So the Scarlet Witch went crazy and wrecked everything. And Charles Xavier's off the grid, but later in the series, I think he's on Genosha.
Didn't Genosha get destroyed?
Yeah, he went to the ruins of Genosha.
Okay.
And he's just like weeping in the dust of mutants. And they find him there. It's sad. But the villain Ord, he's pretty prevalent throughout this series.
Oh, really? Because it looks like he dies in the first issue.
Well, he doesn't. He shows up much later. The X-Men actually end up going to Breakworld much later, and they meet the Breakworldian. Clearly, Joss Whedon is really interested in the character moments between everybody, you know, and finally getting the team back to where it should be, because I really liked what Grant Morrison did with the X-Men, but they really wanted to like have the X-Men in their own little pocket of the world.
Yeah.
You know, Morrison wasn't interested in having Wolverine and Spider-Man team up. He wasn't interested in having the X-Men fight a giant monster in the middle of New York City and then the Fantastic Four show up, you know, which Joss Whedon clearly is. Whedon really wants you to know that this is in a grand universe full of superheroes. That's why the X-Men are more colorful. That's why there's a little more levity and comedy and fun with certain things that happen. Like when there's multiple moments where the Wolverine and Cyclops fight each other, or the team is fighting within itself. and they go into the danger room, and the Beast makes the danger room look like a little girl's bedroom and puts them all in timeout. You know, or
Okay.
like they do a lot of fun things with that. Or they have Emma Frost makes Wolverine think he's a little boy who's always scared of stuff. You know, like there's a lot of silly things that happen,
Yeah.
but there's also a lot of serious shit. Like with the whole break world prophecy, the idea is, will a mutant destroy this alien planet, and what mutant is it? Also in this, they introduce Abigail Brand, who is the leader of Sword. And Sword is like Shield, but in space.
Oh, okay.
Because the X-Men are like intrinsically tied to space.
Really, in what way?
Well, the Phoenix, Jean Grey is the Phoenix. The Phoenix is a cosmic entity that possessed the body of this Earth woman. And they had a whole Dark Phoenix saga in outer space with multiple different races of aliens. The Phoenix destroyed planets. The Phoenix is worse than Galactus. Not worse, but just as bad.
That's interesting. So this run of the X-Men is more like Fantastic Four.
It is, yeah. Like you see them go on little adventures that aren't just mutant related. They're not like, oh, we gotta go pick up this little boy because he can like melt his mom. You know,
Yeah.
We'll see if he wants to join the team. It's like, no, they're gonna go into space and try and stop this mutant world-ending prophecy on this random freaking planet. You know, and Abigail Brand is an interesting character because she has green hair. Well, that's not why she's an interesting character,
Yeah.
but it's an interesting look. I like it a lot. Her and the Beast have a little fire between them.
Oh, because she's all green and he's all blue.
I guess so.
Okay.
They flirt back and forth. I think it's pretty cute. But Abigail Brand, just like Nick Fury, is full of lies and secrets, and she knows of Ord and the Break World prophecy and all of that, and she gave a dead mutant body to Ord
For them to like
for
study.
them to study, and because seemingly the body of this mutant was going to be the one to destroy Break World.
Okay.
And
Who was it? Is it anyone?
you find out because the X-Men like run on Ord's ship and they're running around, and Kitty ends up coming face to face with Colossus, who is alive. Now you're looking through it, so you've seen Colossus this whole time, but previously Colossus did die. And for a really long time he hasn't been in comics, and him and Kitty always had this romance between them. Ever since Kitty first appeared, she's been in love with Colossus, which was kind of creepy because she was 13 and he was an 18-year-old man.
Yeah.
But it was the 1970s, so you could just like not worry about it.
No. But
Colossus wasn't ever creepy with her. I will say
it was one-sided.
it was one-sided until she became legal, and or let's forget about that. He was never pushy with her. She would like kiss him under mistletoe, and he'd be like, "Oh my god, we can't do that." He's always a gentleman. And Colossus is one of my favorites, so his return to the comics, it makes me happy, especially seeing like them this is the first image of Colossus in this, and the look on her face, he runs right through her. She's completely just in awe that the man that she loved, who she thought was dead for years, has been alive and has been getting tested on by aliens.
Oh, it was him. Okay.
It was him.
I see.
So for some reason, the Breakworldians think that Colossus is going to destroy their planet.
But he wasn't dead ever.
I don't remember if he was or not.
Okay.
Or if they brought him back.
Is that how they made the cure then?
I think so, yeah. I think it was through Colossus. But it's great. And seeing them actually be able to have like a real adult relationship with one another, where it's not creepy at all, is great. And Joss Whedon really writes the shit out of their romance in this, where I remember it being they're both madly in love with each other, but Colossus obviously has PTSD from being through all of this. And Kitty, you get this feeling that she wants more than just this superhero life. That maybe one day they'll get married and they'll have a family, but maybe they won't. Maybe it won't work out. And it's some very good emotional adult feelings in these characters that you watched or you read as teenagers.
Yeah.
You know? And that whole subplot of their romance is throughout this whole series. The Breakworld plot, it starts this series and then it kind of goes away for a little bit. It's always kind of in the background, but another element of this series that I love, something I think is so interesting, is that the Danger Room gains sentience and becomes a villain. So the Danger Room Ultrons and starts attacking the X-Men and all the children inside the mansion.
Does it have a physical form or is
Yeah, it'll create a physical form. There's this horrible scene where this kid, so there's this character named Wing. He can fly.
Oh, really?
But he doesn't have wings.
Oh, okay.
He wants the mutant cure, but he's like really depressed. His friend is Hizako, who is Armor, and he's thinking about killing himself. Like, he's really depressed. He doesn't want to be a mutant. And I think eventually he takes the cure. But without his powers, he feels even worse. Like, he feels more useless. And he's like, I think I'm going to kill myself. And he goes to there's like a cliff near the mansion, I guess, looking over the ocean. I don't know. And he's ready to jump. And Armor shows up. And Armor's like, do it. You won't.
Can't he fly?
Well, now he's cured.
Oh,
he got
right.
the mutant cure.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So he jumps and he kills himself. But it's like, what the fuck? Why would Armor say that? That's his best friend. He wasn't talking to Armor. In fact, he was in the Danger Room. The Danger Room can create holograms and make you believe you're in wherever you are, and somehow tricked him into killing himself.
Oh, that's terrible.
And then reanimates his corpse and starts doing like creepy, heinous shit to the other students with it. And it becomes a horror show, like, immediately. But so the X-Men have to fight the Danger Room, who just names herself Danger. And it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like it a lot. I think that would be an interesting villain for a movie.
So does Danger have the ability to manipulate reality is it just within the walls of the mansion?
I suppose, yeah. I mean, once she gains her own body, she just kind of becomes Ultron.
Okay.
And just starts like punching.
I see. Yeah.
But it's very cool. You get to see a little Nick Fury action in here. Nick Fury is obviously tied to Abigail Brand and Sword and all the alien shenanigans going on. And Wolverine and Nick Fury have this long history with one another. But of course, the X-Men, they don't want to align themselves with Fury and S.H.I.E.L.D. Because Fury is also a fucking bigot in this book.
Really?
Yeah, he does not care much for... Maybe he's not a mutant-hating man. Maybe he just hates Cyclops.
Okay.
Maybe he just hates the X-Men.
Why does he hate Cyclops, though?
I mean, Cyclops certainly hates him also.
Okay.
So they're just not very nice to each other. But yeah, here's Armor. She finally gets her own costume. It's very cool. She goes to Breakworld with them because I think Wolverine is like, well, because her friend Wing died, right? And she's feeling guilt for it. Wolverine's like, well, you've been through tragedy. You're an X-Men. Slap on a costume. Let's go. She's like, I'm 13. I can't do this.
Oh, she's 13?
She's a child.
Oh, okay.
And Wolverine's like, well, so was Kitty once. Come on, let's go. So she goes along to this crazy planet. They learn about the prophecy where Colossus is supposed to destroy the planet. The Breakworldians, I feel weird calling them that. I feel like that's not the plural
Do,
version
do
of them.
they call it Break World?
They do, or
Okay.
the break world.
All right.
I don't know.
Is that where there's like a coffee machine and a toaster?
Yeah, maybe one small round table.
Yeah.
Because they think that a mutant from Earth is going to destroy their planet, they plan to destroy Earth. They create like this giant crazy machine. It's like a giant gun that's going to shoot a giant bullet
Okay.
at Earth and destroy it. And it's a little silly. All the superheroes you see, they're like, none of them know how to stop this giant fucking bullet that's gonna obliterate the planet. And it's Kitty who makes like the sacrifice or the sacrificial play, where
She walks through it.
she like jumps on it and like phases it through Earth.
Oh.
But she
I
ends up
didn't
getting
know she
stuck
could do it
inside
to
of it.
other things.
Yes.
Okay.
So she like phases through it and like makes it intangible, so it phases through the Earth, but now she's stuck inside of the giant bullet.
Mm.
And she's just going through space forever until she dies.
Okay.
So it's this whole like her and Colossus finally got a second chance to maybe be happy, and then being a superhero, you're never truly going to be happy because you
Yeah.
always have to do
Heroic
heroic
things.
deeds.
Yeah. So do you see her again after this?
Yeah.
Is there like a long break though?
I feel like there is a long break, but I don't know how long. I feel like I don't remember how she comes back. I think Magneto, because it's a giant metal bullet. Space is pretty large. In fact, it's infinite, perhaps.
Almost.
Almost.
Yeah.
I don't know how Magneto knows exactly where this giant bullet is. Maybe he just feels it deep in the void of space.
He's got a connection to all things metal.
I guess, and he just pulls it back, and she's free. Maybe. I don't remember.
That makes me wonder how his powers work. Is it just like he thinks about the thing hard enough and he can control it?
I
don't
know, right? I really don't know.
Huh. Did you feel sad when you read that?
I did, because I really like Kitty Pryde. But, she's back.
Yeah,
They
right.
always come back.
Yeah.
And at the end, it wraps up pretty nicely. At the end, Wolverine starts training armor. For some reason, Wolverine always has like a teenage girl sidekick in the X-Men. Not in a creepy way, but it just always lines up that way. It was first
I feel like
Kitty.
it's always more paternal than...
Yeah, it always is.
Yeah.
It's Kitty Pryde, then Rogue, and then Jubilee. Like every era, there's another little sidekick for Wolverine. 70s was Kitty, 80s was Rogue, 90s was Jubilee, 2000s is Armor, kind of. I feel like no one else really played with that like Joss Whedon wanted them to.
Yeah.
He sets it up and then...
Did Joss Whedon do any other X-Men books?
No. No. He left. He just stopped. Maybe because the last couple of issues were heavily delayed. Like for some reason, like months or like a year passed before the final issue came out. So I don't know what he was doing. Buffy got the better of him. I don't know when that show came out.
Definitely before.
Yeah,
But
it was 90s.
yeah.
But for what it is, I think
He
it's
probably got into the Avengers.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, we'll wait for you.
But for what it is, I think Astonishing X-Men is quite astonishing. I think it's a really fun book. I think
That's why
it's
they call it that.
probably it's a really good intro to the X-Men. If you're a new reader and you want to jump into X-Men, you could definitely start with this. Just expect that there's a lot of history for these characters with each other. But we didn't really talk about the art too much, but I really like John Cassidy's art.
Yeah.
And I think he recently passed away.
Do you know other books that he's done?
I remember he did Captain America for a while. He did this book called Planetary, which was a spin-off of this DC book called The Authority.
Okay.
And that book was really good. He has, I don't know, he just has like, some things look really realistic.
Yeah.
And then other things look very comic booky. You know?
It's certainly like a very clean looking art style.
It is. Like, everybody looks exactly how I want them to look.
Yeah. They're like fully rendered in every panel.
Yeah, it's a very cinematic movie or book.
Yeah.
Like, you're reading it, you're like, this could work as a movie. This could work as any live action thing, you know? The
thing was on the page as you said that.
I know.
Oh, Spider-Man was in the last
Spider-Man
one too.
is, yeah, Doctor Strange. They all show up at the end to witness Kitty die.
Oh.
they are helpless to save her. But it's a really great series, and I feel like after this, the X-Men never quite reached the same level of quality. You know, I think I can't remember who took over X-Men after. It's so many people constantly, but
You haven't liked any other series after this?
I have, but not as much. You know, especially after rereading this, I was like, man, this is fucking good. This is a really fun, well-written series. Because after this, like, Cyclops gets the Phoenix Force and he kills Charles Xavier and he becomes a terrorist, and it's like, oh my god, what happened to just him being a good leader?
Yeah.
And Wolverine and Cyclops, they break up and they don't like each other anymore, and Wolverine starts his own school with his own X-Men, and he names it after Jean Grey,
The Z-Men.
the Z-Man. It's like, it's it just gets off the rails. And then Jonathan Hickman comes in, and they're all on a mutant island, and maybe Wolverine, Cyclops, and Jean Grey are a throuple, and it's, you could regrow mutants in like tree pod gold ball eggs.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing? The next time we talk about X-Men, it might have to be that one.
Okay.
We might have to jump into
I think we
Hickman's
did.
X-Men. No, we did.
Okay. Never mind.
But I touch up on it every time we mention Jonathan Hickman. I love everything Jonathan Hickman's done except for that X-Men run. But
you would give this one a Kevin Levin?
this one, I might give this a Kevin Levin.
Really?
I think so. I think it has everything. Every character has a moment. Yeah, it's just it's a great team book. There's no one who outshines anybody else. And the art's great. The story's fun. You get X-Men in space. You get X-Men fighting the Hellfire Club show up. I didn't talk about them at all actually in this, but they show up for a minute and they start fucking around with the X-Men.
What is the Hellfire Club?
When Emma Frost first showed up, she was a part of the Hellfire Club, which are just like mutant wealthy assholes who are obsessed with the Phoenix. And
But they didn't call themselves like the Phoenix Fire Club?
no,
Okay.
it's not important. But they show back up in this, and they're wacky and silly. But it's fun.
Yeah.
You know, it's a lot of fun. That's just about everything I have to say about that.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for joining us on this episode of the Off the Shelf podcast. My name is Josh.
And I'm Vinny.
It's been such a great time talking about X-Men.
I know. We don't talk about X-Men often.
Not often, no.
Because I love the X-Men. They're my favorite Marvel team. But I know how convoluted and crazy it is.
Yeah.
So it's...
You just said how much you hate all of X-Men books except for this one, so...
Yeah, I hate them all.
You know, but it's fine.
No, I love all the X-Men. I love X-Men from this and back. You know,
Sure,
from
yeah.
like the 70s to the 2000s, peak X-Men. For 40 years or whatever, peak X-Men.
That's pretty good.
It was.
Yeah.
Because it was all mostly written by the same guy. And then Grant Morrison showed up, and then Joss Whedon, and it was never the same ever again. Maybe Joss Whedon ruined it. Maybe no one else could keep up with him. I don't know.
Well, join us next time when we take the cure and become absurdly normal.